Hello and welcome to this Blitz video. We lost a lot of rating points recently from a high of about 1740, I think we were a few days ago, down to 1663. The up and down cycle that every chess player who plays online chess knows so well. I want to do some thinking about why we go through these ups and down cycles. But in the meantime, let's play a game of Blitz chess. And we're playing nxtchamp, who's 1633. I did think about whether to play in a kind of incognito mode, so removing the information about my opponent. It might make me play in a less, let's say, prejudiced way, not so much thinking about my opponent's abilities. So I guess bishop e3 here. Okay, this is a bit unusual, I think, for the knight to come here. Wants to come here, but probably bishop c4. Maybe the knight comes to b6 with tempo. The bishop comes here. That seems okay. If queen c7, I'll bring the bishop back here. In the meantime, I'm going to bring the bishop back now, so there's no tempo with b5. And then we probably want queen d2, kingside attack. Okay, so the knights come here. Now, what about going to queen e2 to cover the c4 square an extra time? b5 is covered twice. And then let's play g4, hoping for a quick g5, h4. We've still got this square covered. So let's gain a tempo on the knight. The knight probably has to go to h5. Okay. If I play f4 now, the knight comes to g. What about playing this move, h3, and then trying to play f4? I guess knight c6 if I've calculated right. And then we could perhaps castle. Now, the problem is if we castle, you take twice here, and then the f-pawn hangs. So let's take there. But then my knight is hanging. Well, not hanging, but, well, you will be hanging, actually. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess knight here maybe is necessary. This is all a bit loose. The b2 pawn is hanging as well. I don't know if my king is really going to feel safe over on the queen side, in fact. This doesn't feel quite right, this whole strategy. Okay, so let's bring our king here, our rook here. And I think maybe we do castle long, although there's an immediate fork. I'm taking this way because I didn't want to leave the c2 pawn, but the c2 pawn was protected. But we can play now c4 with tempo, although I don't know if we want to play c4 because then our bishop's not very happy. But maybe f5, given that you can't capture here. Okay, f5 now. gf isn't possible, but just knight g3. Ah, okay, interesting. So he's missed that's possible as well. So what if we go bishop f2 now? Okay. So castling now. We're going to meet knight in with bishop takes. And otherwise, can we maybe take here and then you have to play h takes? Just wondering if there are some lines where after f takes you have to play h takes, because otherwise there's a discovered check. Okay. You've got knight f4 as well, which has been on for some time. This knight f4 fork. I think I meet that with queen g4 and hope that I have enough play. But now that you've let me get out of it, I think we should come here with the queen. Trying to make some kind of rook takes e5 sacrifice work, but maybe... Okay, I mean, that doesn't really do anything, so let's boot the queen out. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Let's just try this and maybe try and play bishop c3. This way I'm holding the first rank as well. Bishop c3 would come with tempo because we're threatening to take on e5 and take twice. So there's a check there. And I've not got many squares, to be honest. Okay, so just trying to move the queen away. Queen could come in here. We have another attack on the queen. Queen could end up on f4. Okay. Sure what's happening here. There's some attack on a5. If b takes here, we can take this with tempo, can't we? So we're taking on a5 with tempo. The queen must move, and in theory we could take on d8 and then maybe take on e5 after this rook captures, but we'll probably lose the bishop on b3. Okay. I don't think we've got time to work out whether this all works. Got to do this. This might be mate actually. Is this just mate? Not quite, but almost. This bishop's hanging. Now the knight's threatened now. The knight g3 is also threatened. So if you take this pawn, for example, I just take this now. Ah, this is So we'll take that one there. I need my queen to look after this rook, because if queen takes knight, then queen takes rook. Okay, the knight escapes. Let's come here and try and hit f7. And I think if I take twice on f7, that's probably winning for me, although it may not be super convincing. The other option is to play rook here. Okay, let's try this, although we'd have to block with the rook. Now you can play queen takes, so we'll pre-move that queen takes queen, because that's forced. And we probably end up winning on time as long as we don't get mated, because we are ahead on the clock here. Okay, so I think let's do this, and then we'll come back with the queen. If okay, I mean, this feels like it shouldn't be. I'm trying to play queen e6 check with mate to follow, surely. So let's block here, and I've got queen e6 if you don't. I mean, this feels like there should be a mate here somewhere. Maybe not though, right? Mate's threatened now on h7, so you're going to have to check me. Let's give up our Okay, so we finally got a win there. It was a close game, but well, as we all know, feels good to win, feels horrible to lose. Anyway, thanks for watching this Blitz video, and I'll see you for the next one.